What's happening, investors, and welcome back to another video. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and in this video we are going to go over my personal top 3 growth stocks for July of 2021. These stocks aren't necessarily stocks that have catalysts coming up this month. However, they have things coming up down the pipeline that shows a lot of growth. I am personally bullish on all 3 of these companies. I've made videos on all 3 of these companies in the past, and there's just so many good things I can see happening for these 3 stocks. Before we get started, to those new to the channel, my name is Dean. I am not a financial advisor, and this video is not financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. The reason why I do this is because I love researching stocks, I love investing in stocks, and the reason why I do that is because I want to make some money, make my money work for me so I can retire early and maybe buy some nice things. And I thought, hey, since I'm doing these researches, why not put it out there on YouTube and maybe help some of you also. And all I ask in return is that you please invest in that like button, add the subscribe button to your portfolio, and turn on notifications. Thank you so much to everybody who's been doing that. The growth on this channel has been insane. So I'll give you a second. If you haven't done so already, just go do those things for me right now. It takes 1 second, it's free to do, and it really helps me out. So I'll just wait. Okay, now thank you so much for those who've done it. Now let's get straight into the video. The first company, as you've probably figured out by now, is one of my personal favorite stocks. It's a stock that I've fallen in love with, and I know that's not a good thing, but it's hard not to fall in love with Senseonics Holdings, ticker symbol SENS, when you just see how great the company is, the future potential of it, and just what it does. So SENS has been trending up all month long. Well, almost all month long. We did see a pullback here, and I was saying, guys, I was making videos in this pullback, I was saying, don't worry, this company is going to be just fine, in my opinion. The reason why we initially saw this big spike was they had some really good results come out, and these are the same results that the company is putting forward in their FDA application for their 180-day sensor. If you don't know who SENS are, they are basically a company that makes a continuous glucose monitoring device. So they put a little chip inside your arm, and this transmits to your phone. So there's a transmitter on the outside, and it transmits to your phone, and it gives you 24/7 coverage of your glucose. And if it goes too high, if your sugar goes too high, your sugar goes too low, it gives you a bit of a vibration. And we've made videos looking at this company. We've looked at the product compared to Dexcom, which is their biggest competitor and a massive name in the industry. And what we found is that it is the superior product, and it's only getting better. There is so much in the pipeline. This company was affected by the Rona disease last year. However, now they're moving forward with their marketing. They're confident that this year will be significant. They're going to see a lot of growth, and we've covered these guys. We've looked at this company, and there is some massive growth projected, huge revenues for the future, and it's a company that I absolutely love long term. Now, the 180-day FDA approval is expected to be around mid-October. However, there could be delays, or it could come earlier. You don't really know with the FDA. And what I'm going to say is I do expect a lot of hyping in. A lot of people are going to FOMO into this stock and really push the stock price up. And I wouldn't be surprised if we do see this stock go to $10 a share by the end of the year. Do we deserve to be at $10 a share? I believe we do. However, the financials need to support that. Although I'm invested long term, I won't be afraid to take some of those profits and maybe buy back in if we see a pullback, but you never know, because at the end of the day, timing the market beats timing the market. And if we could all time the market, let's be realistic, I'll probably be on a yacht right now filming this video with a Lamborghini behind me, because timing the market's just impossible to do, unfortunately. And anyone who thinks they can time the market, please send me a message, okay? So that is going to be SENS. I do expect another green month. We've been going up consistently this month. I just think this momentum is going to continue on. The next company that we're going to speak about is CCIV. If you don't know, CCIV is merging with Lucid Motors, an EV manufacturing company who I personally believe will be Tesla's biggest competition in the EV. They have great technology, great cars. They've got everything in place to really ramp up production and start taking up the industry. I'm very excited to see when we start delivering vehicles, how many we're going to be delivering, and the growth of this company. Now, CCIV does have a catalyst coming up next month, which has me very, very excited. And that is actually the shareholder meeting. The shareholders are going to vote for the merger to be approved. And that's when we're going to see the CCIV ticker change to Lucid, and we're going to see Lucid Motors become the company that we own. Because right now, if you own CCIV, you own this here, but however, after the merger, that's when you actually own Lucid Motors. And I do expect it to go through. Obviously, it's not guaranteed, but I haven't seen one not go through. And obviously, I'm pretty sure everybody who bought CCIV is going to hope that it goes through and they're all going to vote for it. So I do think this is going to be a positive catalyst. Typically in the past with these mergers, we've seen the stock really fall down because of the merger. You know, back last year when all the SPACs were going public and everybody was buying in and they were going up crazy, and then that all just tanked after the merger was confirmed. I think it's going to be a bit of a different situation in this case, because Lucid Motors, I do believe, is a really good company and a company that is going to dominate long term, unlike some of these other SPACs that maybe didn't make so much sense. And also, another thing you want to consider with CCIV is the stock is already down a significant amount from the all-time high. So this stock's already been battered down. And even if you don't worry about this spike, and obviously if you don't know, this was because people were hyping and FOMOing in for the merger to happen, and then it got approved. However, it wasn't at the valuation that people thought, and we did see, there goes my light, we did see the stock tanking down, and now we are finally seeing a bit of a recovery. I do expect this to continue up until that merger. We might see a pullback, we might see a slight pullback after the merger. There could be people swing trading this. However, long term, I don't think that's going to matter too much, and I don't expect a pullback as big as the pullback we've seen on some of the other SPACs. And that's just my thoughts here. At the end of the day, I could be wrong. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am bullish on this company. I do own shares. I'm holding them for the long term, and I'm not planning to sell. But I just think this month is going to be a really big month for Lucid Motors and Churchill Capital. Obviously, the merger is going to finally happen, hopefully, and we could see some good things coming out of this stock. I'm very, very excited. The next company that we're speaking about is Nano Dimension's, ticker symbol NNDM. This company is pretty famous in the stock community, and the reason for it is because they are a personal favorite of Cathie Wood and ARK Invest, and also they are a great company. What is crazy is this company is currently trading with a market cap of just $2.25 billion, but they have $1.5 billion in current assets alone and $1.4 million in the bank. So this company has more than enough money to keep going. And I just made a video about this yesterday, and I said this is what they're planning to do with the money, and it got me very, very bullish hearing the CEO speak and seeing what he had to say. We saw that they're planning to grow in all three key sectors, being the EU, US and Asia, as well as acquiring companies, working on their marketing distribution channels and making new technology, which is going to give them a good market share. And another thing that's very, very exciting is no company does what this company does, as well as be able to spend the money they're spending. To put that in perspective, Nano Dimension has spent 50 to 80 million in the last 5 years since this company was created to get their technology to where it is today. Well, they're planning to spend almost that every single year for the next 3 years, which means we can expect absolutely massive growth. And I do believe the momentum for this month is going to continue to happen. I'm very excited for all these companies. I'm hoping for a green month, and if there's a pullback and you're invested in these companies for the long term, maybe look at buying in and averaging down your share price. At the end of the day, you never know with the stock market. Even sometimes on good news, stocks go red, and this is just something that you can't predict. You just need to buy in, believe in your positions and hold them for the long term. Don't sell out because of fear. Don't sell out because the stock's crashing down. At the end of the day, if you bought a stock at $9 a share and it drops down to $5 a share, if you like them at $9 a share, you should love them at $5 a share. However, it's emotion that gets in our way, and we see the stock going down and we're like, oh no, we're losing money. Let's sell out of our positions. And that's how you lose money, because the cost of selling at a loss is very, very hard to make up. If you sell a stock at a 50% loss, you need to make up 100% on another investment just to get that 50% back. So it is very, very difficult, and that's why I would say just average in, do your research, and consider not swing trading these. Consider these as long-term investments, but be sure to do your own research and truly believe in these companies, and don't put money that you need next week. Don't put the rent for next week in these stocks. Don't put the petrol for the week in the stocks. Put the money that you've got on the side that you say, hey, I don't need this for 5 years time. And that's how we will beat the market. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to wrap up the video for the 3 best stocks for July of 2021. I will see you all in my next video. And before you jump off this video, be sure to let me know in the comments what of the 3 best stocks of July of 2021. Be sure to let me know in the comments which stock out of these 3 is your personal favorite, and I will see you all in the next video.